Like you could have a clean car one day or clean driveway or whatever. Next day you got to film.
From freshly washed cars to air conditioning units to entire porches, dust is blanketing one Westmoreland County neighborhood. Is that dust dangerous or just a nuisance? People who live there say they're not sure what to do, so they reached out to KDKA Investigates.
KDKA investigator Megan Schiller joins us with more on what they're worried about there. Megan.
Ken and Christine, they say they're worried about their health, specifically their lungs. They say that this never used to be a problem, but now it's all they can see, and according to them, it's all they can breathe.
The entire car was covered like this, worse than this.
Charlie Sherba walks me around his freshly washed car.
This is not road dirt. This is the dust settling from the quarry.
He's in a constant battle with this, dust from the nearby quarry. He spent the last few weeks documenting everything, dust on his car, his porch, his air conditioning unit, even his black cat Jessie comes back inside looking gray.
Basically, you get up one morning and it's like somebody just powdered everything with dust.
He tells KDKA the Dairy Stone SMT site opened a new crushing facility a few years back. Its website says it's mostly sandstone with whitish gray color that is now state approved. The site adds it'll save on fuel by hauling the stone a shorter distance to the plant, since this new spot is closer to the mine pit. But Sherba now thinks it's too close, about 1,000 feet from his and his neighbors' backyards.
We're left to deal with it.
Which may mean that we would have to buy a monitor of some sort.
Bill Feldbush lives on Isabella Street, too. This is right at the border of Westmoreland County, across the river from Blairsville.
Yeah, we don't know how hazardous the dust is for us. We're just a small, community and few houses and stuff, but we're people too.
With the sandstone dust not easing up, they started calling doctors and getting lung x-rays.
You have trouble breathing. If I'm outside even during the summer cutting grass, or he's cutting grass, by the end of the evening, you can hardly breathe.
KDKA Investigates asked Dr. Bob Cohen about potential health effects of this dust.
Actually, what we tell people is that the dust that you can't see is the stuff that's the most dangerous, because the smaller particles, the really, really fine stuff, is very hard to see with the naked eye.
Dr. Cohen treats workers who breathed in high amounts of this material in the mines for decades, causing irreversible damage. But he says these neighbors should do everything they can to control the dust, keep it out of their homes, and prevent overexposure.
The number one thing is prevention, 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 because when people develop these diseases, they're untreatable. We can't cure them, we can't reverse them, and I've had a number of patients occupationally exposed who've gone to lung transplant. So we have to prevent these diseases.
KDKA Investigates stopped by the quarry, hoping to ask management what it's doing to control the dust. Its attorney Joseph Bucci reached out in response, saying it'll gladly meet with the impacted residents to talk about how the quarry can address their concerns, adding it's always operated in compliance with the law and regulations. Neighbors tell us the quarry also kept operating this winter without working sprinklers. They showed us alleged text messages where the quarry manager said the water lines froze, but they would turn the water back on shortly. We asked the Pennsylvania Department of Environmental Protection if that constitutes as a violation, and also what the quarry's permit requires to keep the dust down. We sent a list of 10 questions about the quarry's inspection records, air quality monitoring, and dust suppression measures, but the DEP replied saying it could not answer our questions by news time, saying the office has been very busy with the secretary's budget hearings last week and this week. Dr. Cohen says the medical evidence is clear.
They can cause a lot of inflammation in the lungs. They can cause scarring of the lungs. Silica also causes obstructive lung disease, like chronic bronchitis and emphysema. And sadly, it's a human carcinogen. It's a class 1 IARC human carcinogen. So silica is a pretty nasty dust when you talk about all the dust.
These neighbors say they just want to see action to protect their health.
Better control, like dust screens or...
They make curtains, actually. I've looked it up myself. And out in the Midwest, they use these dust screens to contain the dust on the quarries and the open mines out west. I can't see why they can't do it here.
And we did follow back up with the lawyer repping the quarry, asking about additional measures. So we'll let you know when we hear back about what they're planning for future dust control. We're also following up with the state environmental officials about enforcement and monitoring requirements, because these two neighbors say they don't understand why the burden seems to be on them to buy air quality monitoring machines and to do that air quality monitoring themselves.
Well, and after hearing from that expert in Chicago, how can you not share the concerns of these homeowners? It's absolutely a major concern. Where's the DEP on this? They're saying they're busy, they'll get back to you, or what?
Essentially, the DEP said they received our questions. They're really busy, and they said that they'll get back to us as soon as they can get around to it. So we're hoping we'll hear from them within the week. Really, they're the people that are going to be able to help these homeowners, or at least answer their questions. Interestingly, though, the people who live out there say a DEP person has come out 4 times, but said that you have to see the dust blowing onto your property, which is interesting for anyone who lives near an industrial site. We looked up some of the recent case law, and some people say that's like saying a speeding driver doesn't count if the police officer's radar detection gun didn't catch it, right?
Yeah.
So that's kind of interesting. So we're waiting to hear back from them, and then we'll take that information back to the homeowners.
Okay. Hope to hear more soon.
Yeah.
Thanks, Megan.
Thank you, Megan.